currently Sunday. I did not vlog at all. I did not vlog at all this past week because your girl had a very interesting week. I'm not gonna say I was going through it, but somewhat I was going through it. I'm currently using some Olaplex, the oil. I just bought it. It's okay. I mean, I don't know if it's worth all the rave that it gets on the internet, but it's all right. I'm still giving it a try. So I just wanted to start a vlog just because I did not upload anything this week, and I'm sorry for that, y'all. My week has just been very, I mean, I always have busy weeks, but my week was just very interesting outside of work, so to speak. So yeah, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But anyways, I hope y'all are great. If it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma. I'm a wife and a mom and also a nurse. I'm currently an LPN right now. So if that is your type of thing, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. So yeah, it's nice to meet you. The main reason I didn't record anything this week was just because this month in particular, I've been very just introspective about a lot of things, but mainly though, specifically just how much my life has changed within the past year. I don't know, for some reason this week I was just thinking like, man, this time last year I was not in the same space mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and a lot of it had to do with my previous job where I used to work. If you haven't been following me from the beginning of my channel, I basically started this channel as a wellness director. I managed a senior living facility, and that's what kind of encouraged me to start my YouTube channel, because I was like, I want to show other people, other LPNs specifically, that anything is possible. You can do whatever you want with your degree. Even for those, if you're an LPN right now and you've chosen to make something out of this career and retire as an LPN, just know that there are plenty of opportunities out there that you can take on as an LPN. So, and during my entire time there, I was vlogging and sharing my experience there. But towards the end of my employment there, like, things were just not okay. Like, I was not okay, y'all. I caught myself watching my previous my vlogs from at the time, especially towards the end, and you can just see the lack of energy, and you can just see the stress in my face, y'all. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if people who have been watching me from the beginning, I don't know if you can see it yourself, but I saw it for myself. I could see it, the stress. I was just always huffing and puffing, just stressed, y'all. And so this week I was just like, man, to think that March this time last year, I was not in a good space. I had a lot of anxiety. I worked for a company who had little to no morale at all. The organization was just messy, disorganized. I worked for a company that pretty much like rewarded those who didn't have the best work ethic. As long as you were a butt kisser, you were a snitch, those are the kind of people that they really rewarded and paid attention to. So I was drained physically at some point. Not only was I responsible for my management duties, but also my coworker and I had to basically split 5 days out of the week and basically either get on the floor or on the cart, because we were always so short. And that was part of the stress on my previous job. It's just, we're always operating short staffed. And so the company's greatest idea was to basically make management also work the floor or the cart. But it became very, like almost impossible to reach my goals and my metrics at the job, and then also do all the side things that were needed to keep the building operating. So all of that. I worked with really rude, unprofessional people, my coworkers, those who were in management. They were just not the best people at all to work with. Lots of stress, y'all. The disrespect was real. It was just a very toxic environment, and that I knew was just no longer serving me. Like, I just knew my time there was going to come to an end eventually. And sure enough, my schedule and my husband's schedule just started to just clash a little bit. And I was like, this job is not even worth me fighting for. Like, I'm not even about to just, stress myself out even more for the sake of just being there and having a job. Like, at some point, you just gotta, put an end to it. I put in my resignation letter, and this time last year, I was working towards completing that 30-day notice. So that facility was literally known for changing management all the time, so frequently so that I would never forget. A family member was like, I offered to give them my phone number, my direct phone number. They were like, no, like, you're probably not going to be here for long, so what's the point of keeping your number? And I was like, yikes. Like, that says a lot about the company. But there was a lot of bullying going on, a lot of disrespect, really. Executive director of the building, my direct boss, she just didn't know how to deal with people. She was also under stress. And so that stress was just kind of like trickling down to the rest of us in management. I would never forget, it was Christmas Day, and all of management was off, and something happened in a building to where one of us had to go in and basically resolve the issue. And because what was happening, because the issue was in assisted living, which was the side that I managed, she thought that it was a good idea to, assign me to go and check out what was going on. But the way that she said it in the group message, in front of all the management, basically was like, well, Emma, this is your side of the building, so you need to be over there and figure out what's going on. And she put you in capital letters, and I was like, who is she talking to like this? What kind of tone is this? So I surely responded, and I tone it down. Let's be mindful about being respectful. And secondly, no, I'm out of town. I wasn't, but I told her I was out of town because you're not going to be talking to me like that. So guess who ended up going in physically to handle the issue? She did. But anyways, it was just a lot. And so when the family members finally caught wind to me leaving, even the in-house nurse practitioners and all the providers and all that, people from physical therapy and all of the specialties that I worked with directly, they were asking me, oh, what's next? Did you find another job? And literally, you guys, I would tell them, no, I haven't found anything. My plan is to sit still and just ask God what my next step should be, And in saying that, I didn't realize that, I knew that's what I wanted, but I didn't realize that's what was really going to happen, because it did. And it's crazy what happened after I left that job. But I would tell them, because a lot of them were like, oh, she's resigning, she's quitting because she found another job, blah, blah, blah. No, I had nothing lined up. I just trusted that God was going to give me something else. So fast forward to me being unemployed. I spent maybe 1 to 2 months just deep in prayer. I had no choice but to sit in silence and just be still and just not only relax, because finally I was no longer just waking up anxious, Monday through Friday being anxious, coming home late, having that mom guilt. I got this job when she was 9 months, and so that mom guilt, I had to work through it. And so now I no longer have to deal with that guilt. Now I get to spend time with my daughter and with my husband, and we get to do things together. And that time was just I felt like that's what was needed. I was a stay-at-home wife, basically. I was a stay-at-home wife. That alone in itself taught me a lot about myself, a lot. I learned so much about myself, but you know, it was challenging on its own. You know, I came from just being very, very busy Monday through Friday, grind for this position I was in, barely having that balance between work and life. My work was basically like taking over me. So I went from that to like completely no other responsibility but to be a wife and a mom. And that was a little bit of a shocker to me, but I leaned on God because there were times during my employment there that I would wish that I was at home more with my family, spending more time with my daughter and my husband. And so I finally got that. I spent the entire last summer just soaking all of that in, and it was just such a blessing. I didn't take none of that for granted. So, you know, I was forced to slow down with everything and just focus on what was more important, my relationship with God and just taking care of my household. I was ready to start looking for jobs. And I was interviewing, I was looking up home health jobs and then also remote jobs. I was not interested in going back into the senior living management role yet. That experience put such a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, let me just take an actual real break from this. Let me just take an actual real break from it. I'm over here talking and I need to be getting ready. But anyway, so I was interviewing with different companies. You know, I was applying. Some of them were not even giving me a chance to interview. Others, we did the whole virtual interview thing. It didn't end up working out, you know, and I was continuously praying. I didn't give up. I did not give up. I was just asking God to just lead me to the job that is meant for me. And lo and behold, I found this company here. It was a very slow process. Took about 3 months to just finally get an offer, but I did, and here we are. Just interesting to see how much can happen in a year, and I thank God for it. This whole experience has really taught me to just always fully lean into God and just have faith that He works things out no matter what. You just have to shut the noise and just seek Him and really, truly, wholeheartedly ask Him to guide you. I don't know who, you know, this message is for. I know I have a lot of nursing students and even LPN nurses who follow my channel, and a few RNs, but the majority are nursing students and LPNs. You know, trust God. Continue to lean on God for understanding, for guidance, for strength with whatever you're going through. It too shall pass. So, you know, I hope that this blesses someone who needed to hear it today. Is my current job perfect? Absolutely not. I am getting to spend more time with my family. I have more time to spend with the Lord, and that's something that I don't think I made a lot of time for at my previous job. I was so caught up in the job and the demands and just being so stressed out and burned out all the time that I don't think I had time to just really focus on my relationship with God the way that I really needed to. Have I achieved the ultimate work-life balance? Now, y'all, because I have 3 laundry loads waiting for me to be folded. There's certain parts of my house that need to be cleaned, but that's just a reality of things. You know, just because I work from home now does not mean that all of a sudden I have time to absolutely do everything. But I work from home. I'm also tired at the end of the day. Like this weekend, I absolutely thought that I was going to get a chance to get through that laundry, and I didn't, because a lot of things happened. I ended up injuring my back sometime this past week because my smart self, I was riding on the bike and I dropped my water bottle. Thought it was a good idea to not completely come off the bike and just hang off the bike and try to reach for the water bottle. Well, in that very moment, I must have forgotten that my body is 34 years old and it's not that agile. So I ended up completing my workout, but my back was definitely like gone for a while. So I'm slowly coming around, but yeah, I didn't get a chance to, you know, do a lot of the house chores that I needed to do and that I was planning on doing, and that's fine, that's okay. But anyways, so I did a poll last week. I think it was last week or the week before that, just asking y'all what kind of content you wanted to see from me. And some people voted that you wanted to see my life um, outside of work. So weekends are usually like my rest time. It's usually my time to just like relax a little bit and catch up on housework and run my errands, at least the errands that I'm not able to run during the week because of work. Um, but for the most part, that's what my weekends are. My husband works on weekends, but this weekend is different because he is off. So guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna be running these streets, honey. I'm just kidding. No, but I am taking advantage of the fact that he is off today to run a whole lot of my errands that I typically would not want to run all at once if I was with my daughter, because usually on the weekends I take her with me to run my errands. But so my plan today is to make a few returns at Target and Ulta. I also need to get a few of my staples. There's really no shopping. One of my New Year resolutions is to pay off my credit card debt. So with that being said, there isn't a lot of like leisure shopping, which I'm fine with that. I have built a system to where I get my staples. So whether it's feminine hygiene products or I don't know, lotions or whatever, like I literally just buy the things that I need, just because I'm very, very serious about being aggressive with my debt repayment. So yeah, my typical weekends is just me running errands, and then coming home. Oh, and then also on Sundays I have Bible study with a wonderful group of women. One of them, the person who actually started the Bible study, is one of my cousins, and so we meet every Sunday at 7 p.m. We just, you know, get in the word and we praise and we worship. That is typically how my Sundays go. Saturdays are a hit or miss. Sometimes I'm completely just like not active at all, not productive at all on Saturdays, and sometimes that's when I do a lot of my cleaning around the house. So I do meet up with friends sometimes on the weekends, but for the most part, the weekends are usually with my daughter because we don't have a babysitter, so she's with me on the weekends. Oh, and then sometimes we'll also go to my sister's house. My sister has 2 kids, and so the cousins would just kind of play for most of the day. It just gives my sister and I a chance to catch up on things. But this weekend was not one of those weekends. So yeah, this weekend is rest and running my errands and taking my butt back home to get ready for the week. Hi you guys, how are y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing great. But yeah, we're going to resume the work from home vlogs next week. I also have a few requested content coming up within the next week or so. So that would be really nice. Be on the lookout for that. Next week is the last week of the month, so it's go time for us. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna end up asking for help. A lot of my patients were not answering their phone calls on Fridays, so kind of setting me back in terms of like my daily quota for monthly calls. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to ask for help for that so that I can meet those metrics by the last day of the week. But I ain't stressing it, y'all. I'm not stressing it at all. So yeah, this is what I just decided to do with my hair. Just to clip it back. I don't feel like ironing or curling my entire head, so this is usually my go-to. For an easy, quick style. You know, my hair still looks presentable, but you know, without all the extraness. So just a little bit. I've actually never used this brand before. I just picked it up at Target. I needed something quick, so It's the Nexxus Comb Through Finishing Mist, and it's got a medium hold of 2. And then if you're wondering, this is the flat iron that I use. It's Connair. I've had it for many years now, so it's been good to me and I still use it. And then I'm going to put on my perfume. If y'all ever wonder what Emma smells like, this is it. It is the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia. I love this scent. I wear this every single day and night. I wear this to bed too. It's very floral. It's beautiful. The dry down is just so soft and so gorgeous. I'm not into, for everyday scent, I'm not into very strong ones. Like, not, oh Lord, I'm running out. But I don't like it overpowering, especially like, I work Monday through Friday at a desk. I don't need anything that's like overwhelming. It's actually one of the things that I'm going to buy today because I've run out of it. Today I'm going to return a few items, and with that return, I'm going to get me a little travel size of my favorite perfume, and I think this goes for $35. Am I being too cheap, y'all? Am I better off just buying the bigger bottle? I don't know, y'all, but hey y'all, so I stopped at Ulta to return this. I wish I would have showed y'all. God, how did I forget? So I got the a shampoo and conditioner by Paul Mitchell. It was like this all natural and vegan. I did enjoy the conditioner. It was really nice, made my hair so soft. I put it on my hair for like more than 2 hours, and it just really softened my hair because I got a lot of new growth, and it softened all of that. But I had already purchased another shampoo and conditioner, so I just decided to return this one and give the other shampoo and conditioner by Paul Mitchell a try. I got it on Amazon. I got a cleansing shampoo, a moisturizing shampoo, and a moisturizing, like an intense hydrating treatment mask type of thing. And y'all, my hair was just so soft. So I am slowly venturing out and just trying to see what else could work for my hair, because I think the brand that I was using, Heritage from Walmart, is just not cutting it for me. So I'm happy with the Paul Mitchell brand. It's expensive, but it works, and I like that. Went and returned that shampoo and conditioner, and I exchanged it for my favorite perfume, which is the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia. It's the pink one. Don't get the purple one. Don't get the blue one. Like, this will have you smelling sweet, feminine, just so good. I always feel so beautiful and feminine when I wear this perfume. Yeah, so I had to re-up on that. I could have sworn it was like $35, but it's actually went up to like $39.99. So I was telling my husband about it. I'm like, I don't recall this little travel size thing being $40. So maybe I should just bite the bullet next time. When I run out of this one, I'll go ahead and get the full size. But this is gonna do. I can't live without this. It smells so good. And then I got the this is my favorite feminine cleanser. I either get this from Ulta or Target. My local Target usually runs out of it, so I usually get it from Ulta. So since I was at Ulta and I'm almost running out of it, I thought I would buy another one. And then I went to Marshall's because we like to use the Bronner soap, the Dr.Bronner soap, but it's just so expensive at like Target. Walmart, I haven't seen Walmart's prices, but Target is like, it's so expensive at Target. So I was like, you know what? Marshall's is right next door. Let me go ahead and see what they got. And yeah, so I got this big old bottle. I wish they had the baby one, like the unscented one, but they didn't. They had the peppermint one and the lavender one. I can live without the lavender scent. I love Dr. Bronner. So I double cleanse. I will use a soap like this to just absolutely strip off all the dirt, and then I'll go back in with a moisturizing soap just to kind of put in some moisture and oils back in my body after basically stripping it off with a soap like this. So y'all know that at least twice a week I work out on my Peloton bike, and the socks that I've been using are actually my husband's, and they're pretty thick, and it's just too tight for my shoes. So I've been meaning to get some like thinner socks for such a long time. I always forget. So I was like, you know what? I'm at Marshall's. I might as well just look for thinner socks. So I got me a pack of these. They were like $5.99. And I got these press-ons. And the only reason I got these is because, of course, I removed my French tip press-ons. The last time I put them on, they lasted me about 3 weeks, and I had to remove them. They weren't popping off. So I don't know, maybe I did something different during my last application that, you know, made them not last a long time. So we're gonna try this again. I got this brand called Kala. It's at the top here. I'm not really sure if I should hold them up to the same standards as the Kiss brand, because I only use Kiss, but we're gonna give these a try. They were only like $4.99, and I saved money as well because the nails that I usually get are like $10 to $12. So we're gonna give these a try. But yeah, so that's all I got. Oh my god, it's 6:48. I may have to take my Bible study call that's at 7 o'clock in the car, or yeah, I thought I was gonna make it back home on time for that, but I might just have to do it in the car. So yeah, there goes my day, y'all. This is what my Sunday is looking like, and then tomorrow's Monday, and you know, start of the work week. And there you go. Yo, I thought about it the other day. I actually, since I became a nurse in 2020, I have only worked out, I've only had a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 schedule. I've never had a nursing job that was like 12 hours longer, 3 to 4 days a week. No, it's always been Monday through Friday. That's so interesting. That is so interesting.